Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So look at the crypto market, guys. Another day of red. These things happen. This is a correction. This is market cycles. Ultimately, we still are in a bull market. I know it might not feel like it on the day, but this only matters if you're day trading or swing trading within shorter time frames. Guys, the long time frame is still looking bullish. Cryptocurrency is here to stay, and we are just in the beginning. Another thing you have to look at here is the market cap is still holding relatively strongly at 369.6 billion. So, despite the fact that we are seeing certain cryptocurrencies declining in a sea of red, this money is staying in the crypto space. It's not leaving. It's not like we've gone down to 325 or 300 billion. I recently got a message from a representative from Unstoppable Domains because I do talk about this company and how they are part of the same consortium with Ripple to streamline cryptocurrency payments with PayID, and it wasn't integrated at the time of my last video, but I had a rep contact me actually letting me know that it is integrated. So guys, this is Unstoppable Domains. If you don't have one, I have an affiliate link if you want to PayID and an Unstoppable domain. You can use it if you want. You don't have to use it though if you don't want to. I'm just going to show you where you go for your PayID thing here. So you go up here in the top left-hand corner. So you go up here, you click on the drop down, and you go to your domains. And then it'll bring up your domains. As you can see, I have workingmoney.crypto. You click manage, and I don't even have this set up yet, but over here you can click add cryptocurrencies. You have to set up all your addresses. And then down here you have your pay ID, so you can enter that in. Save changes. I still have to set it up. Please let me know if some of you guys have already set this up. It does look fairly easy, but I don't want to dwell on that too much. Gonna keep moving along, guys. I got a couple here from Dodler for XRP. Here's what's happening within the crypto space. We're seeing this more and more now. I reported on this just the other day, and now Binance is saying for their Australian customers that they are going to delist some privacy coins. So namely XMR, ZEC Dash, XVG, KMD, Zen, PIVX, and GRS. So this for Binance customers in Australia. Guys, regulatory clarity. This is a good thing, I suppose, in a way, because this means that more countries want to become regulatory compliant, and if they have to abolish privacy coins, maybe that's what it's going to have to take for widespread cryptocurrency adoption. So Dodler4XRP sent me this. It was tweeted out by Crypto Crave on Twitter. Thought that was interesting. I got another one here from Dodler4XRP with regards to Judy, Shelton, and gold. And you know how she was nominated. You know how she's a gold bug, wants to get back to the gold standard, and is also pro-cryptocurrency. Well, she is facing opposition by the Federal Reserve. A letter published and signed by former Federal Reserve officials and staffers called on the Senate to reject Judy Shelton's nomination, stating that Miss Shelton's views are so extreme and ill-considered as to be an unnecessary distraction from the task at hand. Boy, that's heavily worded. Her extreme views were referred to in a general statement of condemnation. Miss Shelton has a decades-long record, and this is a quote, decades-long record of writings and statements that call into question her fitness for a spot on the Fed's Board of Governors. This was followed by a citation of the specific issues. She has advocated for the return to the gold standard. She has questioned the need for federal deposit insurance. She has even questioned the need for a central bank at all. Sounds like Judy Shelton is the kind of person we want on our side, considering, the powers that be, the people who are in power currently are, sounds like they're getting a little frightened by what could happen if she is indeed elected in. So, Fed condemnation of Shelton is motivated by fear. That's the next headline in this article. Would these specific views have been considered extreme a century ago? No. Are they extreme now? No. Then why all the fuss? The statement of former Fed officials has been publicly open and is prompted out of fear. Fear of discovery and exposure, and fear of a possible end to the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time. Guys, this coming from Yahoo Finance. If someone with Miss Shelton's views are to be sitting on the Federal Reserve Board of Governors, that individual would have a platform to call attention to the facts at hand. More public recognition of those facts could change measurably the current perception of the Fed. In addition, it might also signal the possible end of the central bank. So, very interesting to say the least, guys. I will link the rest of this article in the description if you want to read further. But let's get to the crypto market right now. Bitcoin trading at 11,259. You can see on the daily, it's still coming down. Yesterday was a down day. XRP moving in the same direction, still coming down after yesterday's bout of red. And when we put it on the hourly, you can see that prominent downward trend here. Now, let's put it back on the daily, and let's just take stock of where we've been, where we are, and where we're headed in the future. Guys, you got to remember, we're still making higher lows. So ultimately on the daily trends, still making higher lows. I mean, even if we came back down to this level here, which is around 23.5 cents. Okay, you know me. I like to outline demand zones in a range. And so the range would be somewhere in and around here, okay? If XRP dropped anywhere from 0.247 cents all the way down to 0.222 cents, that's still a healthy range for XRP to correct in at this moment in time, okay? It's not like we are in a bear market even if it comes down here, because this would ultimately mean we are still making higher lows, guys, okay? And then we would need to see it go higher than about 33 cents. So where we're at now, trading at 0.268 cents, and even if it came down as low as, 22.2 all the way up to 24.7, that's still okay. Want to keep moving along though. This from Jason A. Williams. And so for those of you guys who are excited about the DeFi craze, be careful, because this is DeFi for those wondering. Well, I mean, not quite. This is a really, really bad example of what has happened in the market recently with Hot Dog Coin. He reposts this from Low Strife here on Twitter. $4,000 to $1 in 5 minutes. Boy, doesn't that chart look scary. This is why, guys, when you're getting into speculative investments, to be careful, never invest more than you can afford to lose, because this space is largely still unregulated. It is largely still the Wild West. These are the kinds of projects that we have to be aware of, because these were like the ICOs of today. Okay, so the ICOs that happened in 2017, the same kind of thing happened. People were pumping money into these coins that were just kind of coming out left, right, and center. For those of you guys who weren't there, and this kind of thing would happen, they'd go up thousands of percentage points in a matter of hours, and then just come crashing right down. Now, I'm not talking about after Bitcoin came crashing down, the rest of the market followed. I'm talking about, pump and dumps. Well, what appear to be pump and dumps, but ultimately it's just a lot of hype, a lot of FOMO, people taking their profits at the top, and then, the coin crashing back down, some investors losing their shirts, but the savvy ones making profit and moving on to the next coin. So this was Hot Dog Coin. I believe there's another coin out there called Sushi Coin. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, just be careful, guys. This is DeFi. DeFi is the new ICO in the year 2020. And this is, I guess, the way the crypto market's going to go for a while. Poochie1969 actually posted this, and I thought this was interesting because this is a interview on BNN Bloomberg with Mike Novogratz, and he does talk a little bit about DeFi and cryptocurrency in general. Guys, I'm not going to play you the interview. It's almost 10 minutes long, but I will link this in the description for those of you guys who want to watch this BNN Bloomberg interview with Mike Novogratz. He does talk about DeFi, so something to think about, guys, if you are getting into cryptocurrencies, if you're relatively new to this. But I want to keep moving along because I noticed this, and I don't know who the original person was who tweeted this out. You guys know King Solomon, right? At XRP_owl on Twitter. Well, it looks as though his account doesn't exist anymore. I don't think he got banned. Has anybody heard from him? I'm serious. It looks like he's deleted his account, and the reason I say I don't think his account got banned is because my original Twitter account, WorkingMoney589, did get suspended for some BS reasons, in my opinion. Nevertheless, it actually does say here, account suspended. But here for XRP_owl's account, it says this account no longer exists. It's a shame if he decided to go offline. I mean, he is a very, very respected person in the XRP community. And so I just hope he's okay. Does anybody know what's going on? Put it down in the comments if you happen to know more than I do at this moment. Maybe he's just had enough of crypto Twitter. Wouldn't blame him if he has. Anyway, let's move on. So guys, we've talked about the Flare network and the Spark token airdrop, and now this from XRP Crypto Wolf. Apparently, the airdrop has now been extended to Uphold. So if you have an Uphold account, you can now claim Spark tokens 1-to-1 for your XRP, and the snapshot is being held on December 12th. So they tweeted this out just yesterday. The platform Uphold has announced support for the upcoming airdrop of Flare Network Spark tokens. After fervent public commentary, we're delighted to announce that Uphold is supporting the Spark token airdrop. You'll receive Spark tokens on a 1-to-1 basis to the amount of XRP you hold on December 12th, 2020. That is the snapshot date. So Uphold is now participating. You can hold your XRP there, and you will receive Spark tokens based on how much XRP you hold. Guys, there are many different wallets where you can do this. The Sum app is one. That's from Vitsvind. So Uphold is now the newest one. BitTrue. Also, the Ledger Nano. And apparently the S and the X is supported, guys. I did a video on how to claim your Spark with the XRP Ledger specifically, because that's the one I use. I'll link it up here for those of you guys who still haven't seen it. I'm finding that it's getting a lot of positive responses from it. A lot of you guys have been benefiting from that. So if you still haven't set up your Ledger to claim your Spark tokens, you can do that. And if you don't have a Ledger and you want to get one, it's my personal favorite, I gotta say. I do have an affiliate link in the description, but you don't have to use the link, guys. I just put it there for ease of use. But Uphold now, guys. Uphold is also allowing XRP hodlers to claim their Spark tokens from the Flare network. Great news there. I also saw this, guys, posted from XRP Crypto Wolf. And we've talked about ISO 20022 protocol in the past, but now Ripple has come out and said, you know, here's what's happening with cross-border payments and how they're poised for a breakthrough. So the first part of this essentially just kind of goes over what Ripple is, where they're going, what they've done. I'm going to skip down here in the article, solving the cross-border payment problem with Ripple and ISO. To combat this, the International Standards Organization, ISO, established ISO 20022 as a universal standard to bring legacy payment infrastructures into alignment, but without the fundamental overhaul of these payment infrastructures, ISO standard can only go so far. So what they are saying is that there are already legacy infrastructure in the payment system, and ISO 20022 can only go so far with that. And what's going to happen is Ripple is going to actually, not only are they going to bridge payments with XRP, they are going to bridge legacy and new technology together. So to shift the paradigm and create the kind of cross-border payment services people and businesses need, modern technology needs to be applied to the payment problem to complement ISO's standards achievements. Ripple's vision is to deliver this technology transformation by establishing a new global payment network called RippleNet, built on DLT and tightly coupled with ISO standards. Consequently, Ripple has been a leading proponent of ISO 20022 and its mission to enable better global interoperability and an improved customer experience for payments. Now, guys, I've done videos in the past on the ISO 20022 protocol. I'll link one up here if you guys are interested in that and want to learn a little more. But here's where we're going with this. ISO 20022 is currently adopted already, guys, in 70 countries. It's estimated that 87% of global financial transactions will be supported by ISO 20022 by the year 2023. Okay, and Ripple, guys, just to remind you, is the chosen payment structure that is going to help bridge the gap between the old and the new, similar to how XRP was created to bridge payments from one type of currency to another. And not just currencies, it can be precious metals, it can be anything, commodities. XRP was created to basically transfer value from one party to another. Piggybacking on this sentiment here, I also saw this from Poochie 1967. Sounds promising. He tweeted this out, guys. This from Christine Lagarde. Let's not forget, so Christine Lagarde is the president of the ECB. I enjoyed marking La Rentrée with Ursula von der Leyen and commissioners. Here, ECB, we see a twin challenge: shoring up our economies for the short run and planning for the future economy. Next Generation EU provides a bridge between them. So she is indeed talking about this bridge that the financial system needs in order to function in a new and evolving world. Now we need faster digital transition, climate protection as a priority, and completed banking union and capital markets union backed by cutting-edge payments system. And of course, you got the XRP community down here, posting in the comments, well, we know what that is. It's XRP, baby. And XRP Yoda here, pointing this out, guys. This was originally brought to our attention by Bearable Guy. This is a BIS meeting, okay? And somebody here has marked out who these people are. Director of Monetary Markets for the IMF is this gentleman. Chairman of Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority, this gentleman here. I can't read the place card here. Nevertheless, Christine Lagarde sitting right here, the chief executive of the Hong Kong Monetary Authority, sitting here. And guys, who's sitting right here at the end of the table? None other than Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple. There are no other, at least not to my knowledge, no other people in this room that are the CEO or any representative for that matter of any company that plans to move money on this kind of level. You don't see Jed McCaleb here, right? You know, people are talking about Stellar and what they're going to do, but you don't see Jed McCaleb here. You see Brad Garlinghouse here. And somebody else brought this up. We forgot down here in the lower left, you can't see his face, but I think we can all tell that's Augustin Carstens of the BIS, so the Bank for International Settlements. Let's not forget how the money is going to move, guys. Everything is being set in motion. We will eventually get to it soon. Guys, I saw this from Michael at Val5 Links. Temenos, and we've talked about Temenos in the past. They're a company that produces software for banks and is a Ripple partner. They have inked a partnership with Varo Fintech. So this just out. The fintech company will utilize the tech platform's Temenos Transact to innovate its banking products. Varo Bank kicks off using Temenos products. Varo is a fintech that earlier this year managed to receive a charter that allowed it to change into a bank. Prior to that, what Varo offered its clients was setting up checkings and savings accounts only. Now it has forged a partnership with Temenos and will use its cloud-based Temenos Transact solution to bring innovation into its portfolio of banking products, such as loans, savings accounts, and deposits. Varo Bank has launched with the help of Temenos, allowing the fintech Varo to finally start using the banking charter it received. Temenos is expected to enable the banking fintech to greatly reduce expenses and automate its back office. So partnerships within partnerships. Here's another classic example of that. We know Temenos, Ripple enabled, and they are now providing software and support for Varo Bank, a company that wasn't actually a bank, but now it is considered a bank. Are we going to see more of this in the future? I know banks have a huge stronghold on this sector, but I think with the emergence of technology like RippleNet, we will start to see more and more smaller players getting into the game. I think the movement of money will be democratized, and this is just one example of that. So I wanted to thank Michael at Val5 Links on Twitter for posting that. I saw this as well, guys. Another one from XRP Crypto Wolf. Senate Banking Committee Chairman wants clarification about cryptocurrency payment policy. So yeah, he's demanding it. The chairman of the U.S. Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs is pushing the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency to craft policy on cryptocurrency payments. So this, a letter dated September 1st from Senator Mike Crapo to the OCC Acting Comptroller Brian Brooks. The lawmaker said it would be prudent to provide clarity on payments in light of the office's recent announcement that national banks and federal savings associations are eligible to custody cryptocurrency. Okay, banks can custody cryptocurrency, and yet there still isn't clear regulation on how we're allowed to conduct payments with cryptocurrency. Now, payments is key in this sentence. Clarity on payments, because this is what Ripple needs. They need that clarity so that banks, financial institutions, and governments can actually hold XRP legally and use it as a mechanism, what it was designed for, to send payments worldwide. Once these floodgates open, guys, the rest will be history. So the U.S. should develop clear rules on the road that protect businesses and consumers without stifling future innovation. This from the letter. The letter also seeks an update on any input the OCC has received related to its advance notice of proposed rulemaking. The June 4th ANPR opened a comment period that concluded on August 3rd. Prompts in the ANPR touched on a number of aspects related to fintech use in national banks, but Crapo's letter specifically asked for feedback related to prompts on ledger technology, cryptocurrencies, and emerging payment technologies, i.e. RippleNet and XRP, the cryptocurrency that'll move all the money, guys. So just remember, when you're bathing in a sea of red, seamless, useless cryptocurrency that you've just lost money on, have faith, hodl, guys. We are still making higher highs in the market on the long term. Remember, when in doubt, zoom out. Look at these charts on the long term. Focus on the daily, the weekly, and monthly charts. Do not dwell on the hourly 30-minute charts. That's not going to do you any good if you are a long-term hodler. And just remember, it could be a heck of a lot worse. This from Shere Khan on Twitter at ShereKhan1981. A little hodl motivation for the XRP community. Never give up. Don't be like this guy, Tom Randolph. Well, Bitcoin has stabilized at almost exactly $14 a coin. I'm tired of waiting for a jump, so I'm taking the loss and getting my cash back. This from July 2011. So if you're feeling blue that your cryptocurrency investment has gone down a little, just remember it could be a heck of a lot worse. Hodl strong and carry on. Anyways, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.